Look, what I brought along today. When I first saw this, I had no idea what this is. I actually thought it's some kind of I don't know, some kind of a plate for animal food, maybe for dogs or cats if you have them at home. But as a matter of fact, this is was sold as a so-called a cosmic ray protector. You're supposed to put this under the roof of your house or apartment, and then it kind of creates a protective shield. And then this is supposed to protect you from cosmic radiation, cosmic rays. It's a prime example of pseudoscientific nonsense, as I call this. And I consider this frustrating on so many different levels that I would like to unpack with you, and would like to share my opinion with you. Let's have a look at this first. I mean, you've got this metal central piece here, this metal ball, pretty solid actually, and then there's this metal rod here connected on the bottom side to a wire. This wire, it's not connected to this wire over here. This one is a separate wire, but it goes out here again, and then there are, I don't know, several meters of wire wrapped around here, and actually, that's it. And the rest is made of plastic. So essentially, it's very simple to make. It was pretty expensive. It was several hundred euros at that time, and this was already 20 years ago when it was bought, or over 20 years ago. And there are people out there evidently who are making pretty good money this way, right? And they're selling this as a cosmic ray protector. So it's esoterics, right? And me as a scientist, I feel very frustrated for several different reasons. First of all, I feel a little bit, I don't know, we were teaching biology, chemistry, physics, right? We're teaching all of this advanced science stuff, and then there seems to be a lack of basic scientific understanding, nevertheless, in society, right? Not only that, but people are actually starting to doubt the scientific theories, and I'm kind of a little bit concerned about that. And they keep on following basically people who claim that this is some kind of a protector. It's not, because cosmic radiation is our high energy particles. You cannot just simply shield them, so they're just going to go right through your body anyway. But they're not really harmful either. Right, because the dosage, the intensity is so low, right? So people are made afraid of these cosmic rays, and they're being sold some kind of a device that's supposed to protect them from that. But it's completely unnecessary. And there are people who are using that and who are making a pretty good money using this. So it's on several levels that I have a problem. I, as a teacher, feel a little bit frustrated because evidently we're not able to make the impact that I would like to have on society. Then there are people who are making business with this type of nonsense, which is actually easy to and cheap to make, sold with very high profit margins, right? And then I'm also a little bit frustrated simply by the fact that also people basically fall for this type of nonsense. I want to kind of protect them from this kind of what I consider fraudulent products. Then again, maybe that's not the correct word, but because when they sell these things and they advertise them, then of course they use a very careful wording where they're not going to say it protects you against cosmic rays and keeps you healthy, but it says it might protect you and it might make you sleep better. So you're using deliberately vague terms so that you cannot, there are no legal consequences, right? So this is maybe an indicator that they are probably aware that there's actually nothing to that, right? So I just wanted to show this to you, and also kind of simply warn you a little bit that if you see these things, just be a little bit, don't fall for everything. And on the other hand, I say, maybe, I don't know, if I were to open a shop selling these esoteric products, I think I'd be pretty good in this. Okay, it claims to be scientific, it claims to be advanced, but actually there's absolutely nothing behind it. I mean, and this is also frustrating. What I have to say. And again, I have to come back to the question as before. We have to do something to our education system so that people who are receiving science education actually are also able to apply this knowledge to the real world. But we see very often that evidently the science education that we provide to our students. I mean, they're supposed to then study for the exams. It's all very fancy and high level and sophisticated and so on. But somehow there's this disconnect to the real world, right? And then people still fall for these objects here. So I don't know what's going on here, right? And I think that this disconnect is something that we educators, and as now talk as an educator, as a science teacher, we have to resolve this somehow. Now, in any case, I'm going to keep this little device as a sample and as a little bit as a warning that we have to be a little bit careful, right? And especially these days, where it's so easy to spread fake news and false information online, I think we have to be extra careful. I wish you all the best. Bye bye.